Richard Simpson.
To ask the Deputy First Minister what the Scottish Government's position is on moves to limit the amount of caffeine in ready-mixed drinks.
Minister.
Well, I know that Labour have concerns about the possible effects of consumption of pre-mixed caffeinated alcoholic drinks, particularly in relation to criminal behaviour. Although Labour took a view on minimum pricing before the evidence had been presented, I have consistently said that I remain open to the consideration of any proposals by Labour or others that can contribute to reducing alcohol-related harm. However, in order for an amendment on limiting caffeine in alcoholic drinks to comply with European law, evidence needs to be provided to show that such an amendment is necessary in order to protect health or to prevent crime. Experts yesterday told the Health Committee there was no such evidence. So if Labour have evidence, then I invite Labour to bring that evidence forward.
Dr Simpson.
Thank you for the Deputy First Minister for that reply. Bob Hamilton in evidence yesterday did say that there was no association between violence and tonic wine. However, this is the same Bob Hamilton who said to the BBC investigation, "I think it's clear from the figures that there is a clear association here." The other evidence that has been presented, unlike MUP, which is an econometric study only, has been Mary Claire O'Brien's research showing a highly significant link between caffeinated alcohol, heavier drinking, more frequent drinking, more sexual predation and more risk-taking behaviour. And that is backed by the view now of NHS Scotland, who said in evidence to the Labour Commission, "We think there is now sufficient information to restrict the amount of caffeine in combination products." The evidence is there. The Government should support this amendment.
Minister.
The difference between me and Richard Simpson is that I do listen to the evidence on alcohol. So if he has that evidence, he should present that formally, and I give him an assurance that the Government will consider it carefully. But the only consistency in Labour's position on alcohol so far is that they have ignored the evidence. They're ignoring the evidence on minimum pricing. They have brought forward a so-called alternative to minimum pricing that the chair of their own alcohol commission said yesterday to the Health Committee had no evidence to support it. And now they're bringing forward a proposal that has limited and rather questionable evidence. Now, Bob Hamilton yesterday clearly said that you cannot attribute violence to caffeine consumption. What he actually said was, we don't attend many violent disturbances outside coffee shops. It's the alcohol that gives us greatest concern. It's the alcohol. And it's about time that Labour, and in particular Richard Simpson, who as a doctor should know better, woke up to that fact.
Dr.